I had exactly 48 hours to go hands-on with the pre-production unit of the new DJI Osmo Pocket 4P. The question on my mind the entire time was, could this be a replacement for the camera that's already in my pocket? Quick disclaimer before we get into it, as I said, pre-production unit, so when it actually ships, things like accessories and firmware could change. And for now, DJI has confirmed that it will not be selling in the US market. It will only be available in the UK, EU, Canada, and Australia. I'm sharing my POV from the standpoint of an everyday social content creator with a background in filmmaking. So I tested the 4P the way I actually work. No rig, no monitor, grab and go. The biggest hardware difference is the two dedicated lenses. The 20mm is your wide, everyday shot. Then you have a 60mm portrait lens. DJI compares it to swapping lenses on an interchangeable lens camera. And when you're zooming between them, they say that it's a lossless digital zoom, not the kind you get when pinching in on an iPhone. But the test footage may tell a different story. This is the part that actually changed how I shot. The 4P's 3-axis mechanical gimbal built into a 230-gram body. My iPhone has excellent software stabilization, but it's still a phone. I need a separate gimbal setup to match this kind of smooth walking B-roll. Here, I could move as naturally as possible without overthinking, which when you're working under constraints, which is usually the case for me, can be really liberating. I actually really enjoyed my experience with this camera. It was easy to use, I had a lot of fun shooting with it, and allowed me to not overthink some of my compositions in the moment. DJI is claiming 17 stops of dynamic range off the main 20mm lens, plus a brand new 10-bit D-Log 2-color profile. But DJI is making a play for genuinely cinema-adjacent dynamic range in something this small. For someone shooting social content solo most of the time, the little workflow details matter. Rotate the screen and it powers on and starts recording. There's even a fill light accessory built for run and gun. The remote control, when shooting solo, was a nice unlock. My phone can do a lot of this with the right apps and accessories, but the 4P is built around grab it and go as the default. So does it actually replace my phone? Not entirely. I only had 2 days with the camera, and admittedly, I'm not the biggest fan of walking around with something that draws attention when I'm shooting, so for that reason, I do tend to prefer my iPhone. As a dedicated filmmaking tool that lives alongside my phone, I do see this as a serious challenge that a gimbal camera has made to an iPhone in quite a while. We're hoping to have a chance to test some of the competitors that have launched since the initial announcement, so let us know if you have specific questions or feature requests that you'd like us to dig into. Thanks for being here, and we'll see you on the next one.